Yo, what is good, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're doing something a little bit different, and we've been hyping it up for the past week. Welcome to Guess My SR episode 1. I'm very excited because, trust me, it's been something I'm sitting on and thinking about and theorizing, you know, how well is this gonna do? So definitely drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, if you enjoyed it, and if you didn't, let me know why. I'm still trying to work on it. I'm still a developing YouTuber and developing my content for that matter. And I have no idea if this is the type of stuff I'm even good at, but we'll give it our best shot. I want to thank every single one of you who dropped down submissions in the Discord channel, Guess My SR. If you haven't yet joined the Discord, go for it. Link will be on the screen, link in the description. And that's pretty much all I had to say. I would like to mention once more that not every single one of you are going to end up in the video. I try to hand select, you know, the certain few that might actually do well, and who knows, maybe you'll end up on. So go submit something. Have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you at the end of the video. Peace out. So the first person that we're going to be taking a look at is Papega76, and the reason why I chose this game is not because he's a Reinhardt player. It really is based on the fact that he plays the Nintendo Switch, and we don't get too many Switch players in our respective community. The majority of people who watch me are from Xbox or PS4, so this is going to be interesting to see, and it might actually change the result of the Guess My SR, and I'm wondering what the comments are going to think as well, since most people, I mean, for lack of a better word, make fun of the Switch players. Bear in mind they are on a handheld device and can barely maintain, like, what, 15 FPS? And we're going to see if that affects their gameplay right now. So let's give it a look. I'm excited for this. Okay, so right off the rip, they have a really interesting position, and I know it's a lower rank just based on the fact that they're holding so close to the statue. Most top 500 teams will hold close to point, just for matter of LOS, and just to give their snipers some better LOS in general. Okay, so a couple of things worth noting right off the rip. Without the Reinhardt explicitly doing anything, I can already tell it is a lower rank because the Zarya is preemptively bubbling without the Reinhardt dropping shield, without him engaging in the fight, which means she's not really working towards any charge. And I guess that's a common mistake across every rank, but she's not really using her bubbles efficiently. So she got absolutely zero charge from that bubble. And then the Reinhardt proceeds to, I mean, basically make a move once the bubble is gone, so... At the moment, all I see is a McCree on the other team fan hammering and just melting his shield away. I mean, he's basically giving up that position and letting his teammates just carry the rest of the game. The Torbjorn is frontlining right now. This is just an absolute mess of a game. Oh my god, don't pin in like that. It ended up working out for him, but dude, they have a Zenyatta. They can easily steamroll his ass. It ended up working for him though, so maybe I'm just too critical. Again, right now, just the positioning of this team and the composition that they're running, I'm looking at Lucio Brigette, which is pretty frowned upon, at least on PS4. I don't really know. Maybe that's the meta on Switch. And I'm wondering if this guy is using a controller. I mean, again, dude, he's Discorded and he's still front. I mean, okay, he ended up backing up, which is the right play there. But oh my god, he's letting his shield melt away. Please, dude, please play the corner with your Zarya. I beg of you, dude. He is feeding so hard right now. It's a good beat drop right now. Definitely hit that fire strike on the Mercy, but nothing too special. All he does is pin. All he does is pin. This guy just has pin on fucking hotkey, man. He's on... I mean, okay, at the moment, he's hiding behind a statue and still melting away his shield. There's no way I just watched that. Papega76, hence the name. That was one of the dumbest plays I've ever seen. That's what happens when you're so overextended. You get pushed out. I mean, they even invested their Deadeye just to make sure they secured that kill. Your shield was basically non-existent, and that's not because you're running against a double shield. They don't have that much, like, shield damage, yet why don't you play the corner with your Zarya? I don't understand, dude. I don't understand. Here it is, the rekid test. So, drops the fire strike in. There's a double shield. Remember that. And it pins in. He's so lucky that these pins are actually working in his favor. It's very rare that following a zero-man shatter can you even pick off their main support. See, I can't tell if it's the other team just being outrageously bad or this guy just getting lucky. But still ends up dying. His Lucio is, I mean, pretty much across the point. He's playing for himself right now, which is not necessarily the Reinhardt's fault. He still has a... Nah, you see, he might still have another Rika test. The Pharah just killed herself somehow. They've picked off 2 people. The Mercy goes for a res versus... Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I'm not seeing anything too impressive. This reminds me of the current state of bronze. He pinned in! It's the last fight of the game with 5 seconds left! And he counterpins into their spawn. Why not back up to point? Let the fight come to you. They're already down Mercy, and instead, my man absolutely may have just thrown the game. He is on Respawn Simulator at the moment. Thankfully, the Torp turret can take care of business, but oh my goodness, it's a 1v2. The Reinhardt versus Pharah and Ana. This is pretty interesting to watch. Oh my goodness, what is happening? At this point, it seems like he's just stalling enough for his team to come back. He pins in on the Ana, misses it, gets the... And they C9. Oh my... They're bronze. Bronze without a doubt. Bronze without a doubt. I cannot believe my own 2 eyes just witnessed what happened. A 1v2 and both the Pharah and Ana get off the point when the Reinhardt pins across fucking Narnia, dude. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Okay, we'll skip on over to attack and hope for the best. Guess for a mid-game guess, maybe we see something spectacular in the attack. But from what I could see, bronze. I'm gonna say right off the I'm just gonna say 1,200. That's my guess. Okay, so Zarya bubbles him, and he refuses to drop his shield. Why not make a move when you're bubble, dude? Why does this guy sacrifice his life every single time for the sake of a pin? I am in disbelief. I mean, this guy feeds so hard. It's unbelievable. He should not even be dying in that scenario. No matter what, it seems as though his team is going to pick it up. I can't tell if this guy sent this gameplay just for the sake of the meme, or if he genuinely thought this was a good... You missed the fucking stairway, my guy! Oh my goodness, dude. This is so outrageously bad. I'm in disbelief. Good game. Congratulations to Pepega76 on winning that game. But honestly, it felt like he was in spawn room 90% of it. That was really awful. And I mean that in the most polite way possible. And the comments are probably going to butcher this man alive, but again, I'm going to stick with my guess. I'm going to say 1,200 SR, maybe less. And we'll check it out in the Discord right now. We'll see exactly what it is. I don't know if I'll be able to show it on screen, but let me pull him up real quick. So Pepega76, he is on the Switch, playing Reinhardt. Actual SR 2625. This guy is in platinum. Wow. I'm in disbelief at the quality of the Nintendo Switch community. What the fuck? Okay, guys, so the second game that we're going to be checking out is actually somebody from PS4, and I don't know who they are, but they sent in a couple of submissions here, but they play Ashe, and you guys know me as the Ashe one trick of top 500 PS4, so this should be interesting. I wonder if we're going to see anything crazy. I wonder if we're going to see anything special. For the moment being, it seems like their team is running a Moira Ana. Usually as an Ashe player, you want to suggest a Mercy pick, and they might end up switching, but it doesn't seem like it. So we're really going to be seeing a non-pocketed Ashe against a pocketed Ashe. I'm interested to see exactly how this plays out. Okay, right off the rip, missing a couple of shots on the Ashe, which is nothing, nothing too surprising. You won't really see high-ranked players coach gun away from a shield. That is a good distance away. In that instance, instead of coach gunning away from the shield, you could coach gun upwards above the shield, take the high ground, and apply more pressure on their Ashe or their backline, which would have been the good decision to make in that scenario. And I'm wondering right off the rip if this is just going to be another low-ranked player. We'll find out. Okay, so he's feeding off of the hog right now, Zanti. That should be an easy... Dynamite was way too late at that point. Easily could have finished that hog with a dynamite while he was antied. Reaction time is definitely slower. But I don't think that necessarily means very much. Most master players have the reaction time of snails, but I don't think they're masters. Something tells me they're not masters. Not necessarily finishing that kill, which is really important. They do know that they... Ooh, why in the world would you have to waste your dynamite and your resources on a Reaper that was one shot? Good shots on the Ashe, though. You like to see that. That was a big dynamite, dude. That was actually a really nice dynamite. Now it's a matter of finishing up on these kills that I mean, that's what I'm looking for. That dynamite ended up forcing Valk in that room so that they could escape, which is obviously, I mean, I'd say that's a good trade-off. The hog is missing hooks on the hill, which usually isn't a good sign as well. Alright. So immediately, the one thing I've noticed, and I mentioned it before, this Ashe doesn't necessarily like to play for high ground. In that instance, what you would like to do is force high ground control over the tarp on the top left and just look down on them. When they're running a Junkrat, as they are, Junkrat Echo, you need to make sure that you're above them. Otherwise, you have everything to lose. It's a good dynamite. Good focus on the Sigma ult, which is nice to see. So this player, okay, so let's give some positive feedback. This player definitely has some level of focus fire, which is very important, and something that I'd say mid-range, mid-range for me would be, I'd say something like a gold or platinum player may have developed. So this is definitely not a bronze or silver player. We're looking at something somewhat intermediate. 35 onto another Bob, which is definitely good. I'd say their Bob control is at a really good pace. They're landing big dynamites, not missing too many shots. Really feeding off of this hog who's overextended most of the time. This is perfect. From what I've seen so far, this is perfect. And to be quite honest with you, I'm impressed. Again, feeding off the hog. This is perfect. I like the focus fire on McCree right there. Mercy could definitely die. Oh, good shot, dude. That was a fucking spicy headshot. That's what I like to see. Oh, you gotta get that kill on the Lucio. That kill on the Lucio would have been astronomical. Because they have their beat drop, that would have... Oh. This player has better aim than me. When was the last time you guys saw me break a tire? Good stuff all around. Picks off the tire, gets the McCree. At that point, should be playing around your tanks more. I understand that you were a little bit aggressive. You were getting some picks here and there, but their tanks were still in the fight. Piranha. There you go. Damn. Good picks all around, dude. Yo, I love the way they clean up on their dynamites. That's so important. The dynamite body shot combo is one of my favorite combos on Ashe, without a doubt. But they did land the anti, a massive fucking dynamite. Okay, now I'm starting to feel like we're looking at a diamond player. This is definitely looking good. I like the... Okay, so one thing I just noticed there, and something that I have problems doing, and it's something that I need to work on, is taking your time with your shot. You notice they missed 2 shots, they took a step back, they centered on the head, and they fucking landed it. That was so satisfying to watch. Right now, this is perfect positioning. This is what I'm talking about. Getting the high ground. Nobody's contesting you. Their Echo sure as hell isn't contesting you. The McCree is not even fucking looking up, dude. He's not even breaking his neck to get that kill. I'm very... After that first point, I was very happy with what I saw. And I'm willing to argue that this player is a diamond. You guys in the comments, you gotta let me know, as this game goes along, what do you think? And add timestamps while you're at it. See, I'm not so sure at this point if there's any way to see any level of stat line, but what I can tell right off the rip is they have a lot of bob kills, they're getting a lot of headshots, a lot of scope critical hits, and that's a good sign for any given Ashe player, especially without a mercy pocket, because you're landing kills without the necessary one tap. Right into it, the other team is running a Winston Hog, which is absolutely abominable. I think that's a word. How will you deal with that Tracer? There was no need to use... Oh, I don't like that. You guys know I'm not a very big fan of primary fire. You definitely have the time to take those scope crits. Ah, man. Interesting. Okay. Big dynamite on the Moira. Force her fade. That was worth it, I'd say. Lot of trouble hitting the Tracer. Didn't land the dynamite. So the Winston Hog are actually steamrolling right now. Interesting. No. Fuck no. No. Don't ever do that. They're running a Hog and a Winston, and you're playing directly. I don't know if you're just trying to give your life away. You had plenty of time to back up to your team and regroup. There was no point in giving your life away there when they didn't even see you at first. A way better option would have been to back up entirely or take the high ground and play for ult charge. One or the other. Okay, so immediate response entering this fight is they take the high ground. That pick would have been enormous. Ended up landing it. Loving dead. Lands the one tap on the Tracer. Feed off the Hog while you're at it. That was a good play. That was a really, really solid play. Okay, so they ended up losing that point, and I'm interested to see, will they use their Bob here? This wouldn't be a bad time. Bro, that Moira, what the fuck was that? So, a high-ranked player, an Ashe player, at this point of time, would have recognized that their Soldier and Winston Hog are both playing low ground. They've already invested bubble. You need to aggressively take that high ground, top left, and sit up top of them, where they physically cannot put any pressure on you. And you can even drop the bomb from behind, the bob from behind them. The Hog is absolutely feeding on their team. Bruh. I'm going to be so surprised if this player is anything below Diamond. They have made some pretty amazing plays. I mean, they picked off 4 that fight. That's something not every player can do. Fighting the Ashe 1v1. Okay. So, most notably, when you look at high elo 1v1s, this is dead sticking. This is what I call dead sticking. Where you don't crouch, you don't strafe, you hard aim, you don't make it difficult for the other sniper to hit you. I mean, you're gonna notice. That was one of the most static 1v1s I've ever seen. From both the person I'm watching and what the flip on the other team. I mean, maybe spotted that anti on the Moira. Drops off the high ground. Wakes up the Winston. Don't wake up the Winston. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, so what is this positioning? That's my question. You're a sniper player. You're not a brawler. Ashe is not a brawl hero. And it's going to take a while until people start to recognize that. Create some distance and take full advantage of that distance. Oh my god, the kill on the Valk was really good though. Again, landing solid headshots, but the positioning alone is what drags this player down. They have good aim, good dynamites for the most part, but their positioning is lacking. Their game sense is lacking. You need to think about the aftermath of every single fight. Okay. Skill orb. Okay, that was a good pick on the Moira right there. Easy kill on the soldier. Definitely I'd say that was a necessary kill. Another kill on the Mercy. Jesus, they're steamrolling. They're getting juggled by the Winston. Oh, no. Scope in. Max out your damage there. Although they ended up winning that fight, spamming a trapped primal Winston like that is terrible ammo consumption, dude. I mean, that is awful. Okay, so they're taking high ground. They're approaching the last fight of the game. Good kill on the Ashe. Again, they're landing amazing scope crit hits, and I'm wondering what that number is at this point. Why jump off the high ground? Why the fuck are you jumping off the high ground there? You already won the sniper duel. What's the point? You can hear the soldier directly underneath you. Sit on top of them. Apply pressure from on top of them. You put yourself in this scenario where you're even able to get shattered right there. Take the fucking high ground. All right. Big dynamite onto the Hammond. That's definitely a cleanup you're going to need to have so that they don't stall for fucking God knows how long. Good Bob right there. Cleanup Bob. Never a bad thing. At this point, you're not really engaged in the fight at all. You definitely could have hit that left flank earlier, but I think at this point, you know this is a one game. Okay. So things to take away from that match. Great aim, great scoped hits, pretty decent dynamites. Sometimes they're a little bit rushed. No high ground control, no confidence in gameplay, no confidence in healers. Your tanks weren't doing all that much. I'm willing to guess 3,200. And we're going to take a look at Discord and see what the actual SR is behind that bar. Give me one moment. Bruh. They're 2,800? Okay, I'm very surprised that a Platinum player had that. I mean, that was decent aim. That was not too bad. I'm quite impressed, and I honestly think that this player could climb a lot higher if they do have that level of confidence in their gameplay. The slower you play, the more, I mean, you're hindering your own ability. Anyways, that was pretty interesting. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is wrap it up on that note. I think 2 VODs is more than enough, but we're going to do more of these. If you guys like and comment on the video, let me know what you think. Let me know what I can improve on, and I'll definitely make sure to include it in the next week. I actually had a lot of fun recording this, so let me know, again, what you guys think, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.